Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the show. I do hope you're having yourselves a fabulous Sunday evening. My name is Jamila Mbogwa. Karibu sana. Today we meet Sam Karuri, who is bridging a gap which he terms as misinformation between tenants and landlords. And he's going to be that link you certainly need. A little later on, the power of words displayed on a pillow. You want to see that. But first, let's have a look at our property of the week. Located in the leafy suburbs of Kiambu Road, minutes from the Muthaiga roundabout, Phase 2 of the magnificent Edenville, which is now on sale, follows the phenomenal success of Edenville's flagship Phase 1 villa development. This gated community offers semi-detached mansionettes and is perfect for new families. Set on a vast 42 acres, Edenville 2 comprises of 2, 3 and 4 bed mansionettes, setting a new definition to community living. Each mansionette sits on a 90 by 30 foot plot and is accessed through a covered entrance porch. It caters to the modern lifestyle, offering unmatched quality and style. With its excellent location, Edenville Phase 2 offers the unique advantage of having the serenity of your own private retreat. These residences are built to exude an aura of style, comfort and sophistication, set in a greater ambience of greenery and tree-lined avenues perfect for strolling and cycling. The mansionette opens to a spacious living room that has multiple focal points cum dining room. A chandelier beautifully hangs in the dining room, opening into a garden terrace. The kitchen is functional and comes complete with a breakfast counter, and there's a mini sink for light food preparation. A ventilation hood with the option of a space for a burner cooker is provided. Soft touch cabinets and drawers come in convenient hydraulic and pull-out designs. The first bedroom is designed for children. It has ample floor-to-ceiling wardrobes with good storage space and a large window. The second bedroom also comes with ample wardrobe space. There's a common bathroom right outside the room that can be shared with the visitors. The master bedroom is simply designed for the master of the house. This massive window is both functional and pleasing. Not only does it give you the beautiful views of the estate, it brings in maximum natural light and lots of the much needed storage with a dressing table, a lockable drawer. Everything can be accommodated and very easily reached. The bathroom is fitted with a functional vessel sink which adds style, color and beauty to the room. A shower cubicle with a handheld shower is in place. Water is supplied by Kiambu Water Company, and there's plenty in storage tanks for all houses. There's also a borehole to serve the area. The 3-bedroom mansionette goes for 18.4 million cash and 21.2 on mortgage. A 4-bedroom mansionette at 19.9 million cash and 22.9 million on mortgage. I'm joined by a beautiful lady called Karasha, and she makes these amazing customized pillows. Hey, well done. I like this one. The future is female. Indeed, girl power. Kazi nzuri sana unafanya.
Asante sana.
When did you start and what's the inspiration behind all this?
I started the pillow business back in September 2014 but the first pieces I did were Ankara pieces, and the reception to that was not very good, and also because the market was really flooded with a lot of Ankara and everyone was almost doing the same thing. So I decided I wanted to do something that is unique and different. So I have been seeing such pillows online, but for you to get them, you have to get them either from Amazon, eBay, and all that. So I decided, why not make them locally available?
Why not?
Yeah, and make them made in Kenya. I will say I'm a creative person because I'm also a photographer.
Oh, cool.
Yes, and I'm also an interior designer. So I have the passion to make a space beautiful.
This is really good work, and the quality, I really like the quality. How do you source for your material?
For the fiber, that is what we use to fill the pillows up. It's purely fiber, that's why they're really soft. Yeah, you don't have people breaking necks and backs when they're lying on the pillows. So for the fiber, I get them from Gikomba. So you can remove the covers to wash. So on the inside, you can see the lining. So the lining, you also get them from Nairobi Textile.
Okay.
And then for the materials for the covers now, that one we outsource from different suppliers in Nairobi as well.
Okay. Do you do everything from the scratch?
I got a fundi to help me now do especially the filling of the pillows and making the covers and all that. But for the wordings that go on the pillows, so a client can tell me what it is that they want to go on the pillow. So I design the writings, and then I have someone now to help me with the prints.
How long would something like this take?
It takes 2 days after you place your order, but sometimes it can take a day depending on how busy we are. Yeah. So, but we say 2 days at least, so you can give leeway for for delivery. Yeah. Okay. At the end of the day, apart from giving this very good product, you need to learn to have marketing skills. You need to have people skills, because at the end of the day, you're going to be talking to people, and people are different. You'll find that very easy person, and you find that person who will take a bit more time to understand what they would like. So it's a skill that most creatives need to learn. Yeah.
How can I use these pillows?
There are different rooms in your house, so you can use it on your couch. You can also use it on your bed. Most people ask me how, especially on the bed. They're like, huh? Now for what? Yeah, you can arrange the pillows that you use to sleep on, and then use this as a decorative pillow. Mostly we get people who get gifts for birthdays and weddings, especially weddings. Yeah. Like for the pillows for kneeling down, or just a gift for the couple after they get married and all that. Yeah. I don't know
whether you have future plans, but do you see yourself now growing this into like a big business, or just this the pillows being part of what you do as an interior designer?
It's something I will carry with me as I grow, because it's like make a baby. Yeah, so it will still be there as I grow and try to get into interior design and focus on which part of interior design I want to practice fully. Yeah, so it's still part of my plans as we grow as New Space. Yeah.
Talk to anyone watching you, and probably they have this fear of even starting, because they're thinking, oh, it's too way out there, it's too far, it's too expensive. How do you start? Just talk to them.
For me, when I was starting the Ankara pieces, I think I had like 8,000 bob, and my mom took me to Italy to buy lessons and all that, and I still had a few change from the 8,000. Yeah, and it wasn't so bad because I was so scared. I'm thinking, now what will 8,000 do for me? You know, I want all these things. I want, you know. So you just start from where you are and stop postponing and saying, I will start. When I get this, I will start. You know, you just start from where you are and you see where it goes, because when you start and you put your effort out there, doors, yeah, it will show and doors will start opening. Yeah. As of now, we are an online shop. On Instagram and Facebook, we are in New Space. We have plans to grow and have a physical location, because many people feel like that is a need for them to come and see the actual pillow, not just seeing it on Instagram. Yes. But in the meantime, we also participate. Yeah, whether we are real. But in the meantime, we participate in different markets, so you can come and actually see, yeah, this product is for real. It exists, and this is the way it looks. It's how I will get it.
Thank you so much for staying with us wherever your search for a home is. I do hope it's fruitful. After the break, house hunting made easier. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show. How difficult is it to move houses? How much of a task is it? Most of us will find it difficult to change homes simply because of the stress that goes with it. Today we talk to Sam Karuri, who is here to bridge the gap between you and your next move. Karibu sana, Sam.
Asante Jamila.
Patahao.
Patahao.
Where did that name come from? It's so catchy. I like it.
It's Patahao because it's very difficult to find a house right now as you speak. Difficult because of the psychological effect that is associated with moving houses. With the postmodern world, you'll find that this is not a problem of America anymore, but a problem of the world, especially urbanization. Because traditionally we lived in villages, and with the village you had your hut, and you moved maybe if there was enemies or there was a drought.
There was no need to move.
There was no need to move, yeah. But now you have to move because you have jobs. Maybe you're moving for school, your relocation, or you have sold land in where you come from. So you find that there's so many reasons why people move. So that's why we came with Patahao. So you can Patahao and be able to find a house within your budget, in the location you like, and in your convenience.
How did you come up with this innovation? When and why? What's behind the concept, this whole idea, Patahao?
Patahao is a brainchild. It's a local brainchild of a local polytechnic, St. Joseph House of Hope in Kanamai, Majengo, Kilifi district. And I was an instructor there for computer. And so we started developing different products. And one of the things we realized is that people were moving a lot. And we wanted to find a product that actually is for the local person. So Patahao is basically a product that is produced mostly by young people. We developed it locally. It's on the iOS and the Play Store. And we also have our website, www.pata-how.co.ke. And we have filters. You can search a house using a price. You can search a house using location. And you can say, I want a 2-bedroom in Kitengela with 2 bathrooms.
I saw that you even have a house for 3,000 bob in Nairobi.
In Nairobi.
What type of a house is it? What does it have?
Well, it's got the basic amenities. It has a roof. It has a toilet and
is
a
it
kitchen.
Like a studio or 3 by?
It's a 1-bedroom.
1 bedroom.
It's a 1-bedroom.
1 bedroom.
Yeah, it's a 1-bedroom. Okay. It's a little bit of an informal because for the price, you know. So you cannot find a house on the internet for 3,000 bob. Majority of the people live between 3,000 and 25,000 a month. Not just in Nairobi, but in the country. And that area, we find that on the social media and everywhere everybody's posting houses, there's not so much selection. And also another reason they don't move is because they have no information that there's a similar house like yours near to work.
And you have said it's due to misinformation, that I could be living in a house where the next house I would wish to live in is actually right next door, but I'm not aware of it.
Yes.
Who keeps this information? Why is this information not available to us?
Most landlords don't rent out their houses, they hand them over to agents. Because the agent is the person who is able to do the dirty work. And it's once he's able to do the dirty work, it creates other agents who just do dirty work, no work. So they have the information which they share with themselves. And they maybe share with another trusted agent. But we have a solution. Patahao.
So how does it work?
90% of the Kenyans have an Android phone. So if you go to the Play Store, you can download the application. Or you can say you don't have the space on your phone, you can go to the website. And once you log onto the website, you'll be able to see our listings there. They start with the latest listings, and the information is there. If it's a 2-bedroom, the price, the location on the map tells you exactly where the house is. We're not telling you, ebu enda kwa kona hivi, because we're using Google Map, which has terrain, which has the Earth satellite,
if I go online and I'm looking for a genuine site where I can find a house, how will I know, how will I tell the difference that I can actually get, you know, these people are giving me what they're promising or what is online, that I won't find other things when I go on to the ground?
Number one is communication. Are you talking to a real person or are you talking to a software? Because on our application, we call them live properties. We even have chats. You can chat with multiple agents. And these people have been authenticated and they're real. We know where the properties are. We know who the individuals are. So you're actually interacting with an individual. And this person, you can call them from the application and you can see where their house is. So you don't even need to ask them. The moment you find somebody on the internet who asks you to send money, that is a con man.
Red flag.
Not red flag, straight up. I'm not even gonna copy and just make it look nice. Okay. That is a con man.
Oh. How do we stop that? How do we manage that? Because people get conned every single day.
Well, you have to, first of all, that industry, like we said, 2 months. If you're looking for a house and you're not looking on the internet, don't be in a hurry. The reason why people get conned is because they want to stay in a particular neighborhood, in a particular house. And so you find that the agents know the hottest moving item. And the conmen have duplicated the same for themselves. You see? So the hottest moving item in Nairobi is a bedsitter and a 1-bedroom. Why? Because a bedsitter can stay a single person and can stay a couple. But once they have a child, they can stay in a 1-bedroom.
We have what's in the market, but also what people need, you know? Where is the gap really? Because you can't find a home that is also cost effective if you want to live in town. You must spend a lot more. So people prefer going to Ruaka as opposed to living in Keleleshwa. Why does it have to be that way?
There is so much infrastructure going on right now, but there's very limited information for the local person. Everybody, when they're passing in the street, they're seeing all these things that are going up, which are completely unrelated to who they are.
Unrelated to who they are?
Yes, because that is somebody else's property. The other people are going to live in that house. You never envision yourself living in a nice house.
Is that a mind thing or is that that's a reality though?
Yeah, it's the reality, and the market plays games on people. You see, the people who are playing right now in the market, they have a lot of money. They're building a lot of things, but they're focusing on the same person. They're focusing on the 9-to-5, average yappy, young professional, who is able to afford a mortgage because the bank can give them a loan, a facility. A lot of people will prefer to rent than to buy.
Yes. Because
the people in business, usually they don't buy because of the fluctuation of the market and how if my business is profitable today versus how it's going to be in the future. So you tend to play it safe. Let me rent because I can always downsize if things go bad. So nobody has really been able to address give people proper information. And also what we're doing is we're all rushing to do the same thing. Why can't we look at what we have? Has anybody come up with an idea whereby we talk about rent to own?
I wonder, why isn't that one of the things that would help or would entice, you know, a tenant? And why aren't many landlords doing it? You know, that I have lived in a place for 8 years. I've been paying on average, you know, this amount that would have been, you know, contributing towards the mortgage if I was buying that house. And then, you know, make it easy for people to own homes.
Weak legislation, weak systems. We don't have legislation that governs the rental industry per se. It's kind of like everybody's making up their own rules.
Everyone.
It's after you get your building permits and you're putting up your apartment, then from there you're good to go for the rest of your life. You collect as much money from those people as possible, and then if you're old and you die, you hand over the project to your children who continue collecting rent, and it on and on and on. So you find that majority of the people who live in the city, when they retire, wanarudi ushago.
Why is it that there's a lot of buildings coming up everywhere?
Yes.
Who lives in those houses? Because if it's the lower level people who are actually moving, then why are we building for people who don't exist?
Speculation.
No.
Yeah.
That's...
You see, Gava has Big Four.
Yeah.
This Big Four agenda.
What do you think? Will it succeed?
Big Four. Only time will tell, eh? Because, but for right now, to tell you the truth.
Houses are there.
Houses are there. If you went last night to Nairobi, you didn't find droves of people sleeping on the street.
No.
Even in my hood, I didn't see even one person sleeping in the street. They slept somewhere. Even if they were sharing, they slept somewhere. So, their houses.
In a house.
Their houses.
Yeah.
The problem is they haven't found where the other house where they need to move is that. Because the other neighborhood, you need to go there and find the house.
Yes.
You know, we don't have a centralized listing location whereby you can say, let's go look at a place where we can find a house in the neighborhood I'm looking, and then remotely find the house. These days you can't remotely find the house. That's why we produce this kind of solution whereby if you, for instance, in our application, you can type Kitengela, 1 bedroom.
Inakuja.
Nakuletea Kitengela 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
All the 1 bedrooms Kitengela. Ama unasema nataka kwenda wapi? Joska, Kamulu, Rongai, name it, Roiro. People want to move.
Yeah.
Because you want to be comfortable.
Yes.
Because this is the trend. People who have children, they move less.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who require the most space.
Yes.
These are the things that people who have children want.
Consider.
They want green. I have children, I need a place
Play
for
area.
them to play.
Yeah.
They want parking.
Yeah.
Because either they want to buy a car,
Yeah.
or they anticipate to buy a car.
Yeah.
Okay? They want convenience. Ati nikisikia kuna maziwa,
Unachomoka
hapo nje,
unaenda unanunua hapo kwa kiosk.
nanunua hapo nje.
Yeah.
Unaona? They need less commute time. Tell me, if I need to pay 15,000 a month in Nairobi right now, and I'm working at GPO, what is the closest place I can find a house?
15K. Na uko na familia?
Piga hiyo
Utatembea, my friend. Who's providing that solution? Because we hear, we see that there's all these plans, but then again, on the ground, that's not the reality. We don't have what will be accessible and cost effective or affordable. It's not there. You have to travel miles to live in your ideal home.
Exactly. And that's why I told you we need market leaders, not market controllers. Because market controllers, they want to control the neighborhood. Like now, everybody who's moving to Ruaka.
Yes. What's in Ruaka, by the way?
Controllers, not leaders. Look at the infrastructure in Ruaka. It's this conglomeration of demographics always works against the place where you're staying or works against your area. Because if you have very poor people staying in one area same with the rich people, the first thing you will notice there'll be a problem of crime. Because all these people are viewing all this money which they can't get access to, but they can steal. And it doesn't have to be money. Maybe it's somebody who breaks into your house.
Yeah.
So you find that it is hot because you can get to town in a very short amount of time. Yes. People move to Ruaka basically because of convenience. Convenience. I think that the housing market is a wonderful market.
Yeah.
It's a good industry. And it has got potential to employ millions of people. Millions. I'm talking about millions. If you do it the right way. If you formalize it. Yeah. But now if you want to leave it in the primitive category, it will end up producing these rogue people and these bad buildings that are falling everywhere. You go into those high density neighborhoods, is the only neighborhoods where you see sewer in the street. Yeah. And in the same streets is where the children are playing. You don't want to raise your children there. You don't want to raise your children there. So let's have some form of dignity and formalize the industry. Let's look at where we can live by choice, not to be forced. I'm forced to live here, because a lot of people stay where they are because they're forced to live.
Oh, I think I'm moving houses soon. On that note, thank you so much, Sam. Very, very informative.
Sure.
Thanks for your time.
My name is Anthony Ndiema. I'm a media practitioner. And I've always dreamt to live in a home that has a beautiful compound, that is spacious, where my children and grandchildren can get to have an opportunity to play, where there's a bit of a playground, it's green, it's lush, and there is space even to sit down and think about the issues of life. So that has always been my dream home, and I believe that one day I'll get there. What informed us of getting an apartment where we are today, it was actually by chance. So we went visiting a friend of ours, and a friend of ours said, "Hey guys, come visit me. There's a new place I've gotten and I want you to check it out." So we went visiting and we thought, wow, so you've actually bought an apartment here. How much was it? He told us we bought this at 4 million. They bought it off plan. And he told us there's another phase coming up and they're already selling it off plan. But that will be going for 4.5 million shillings. So we said, this is not too bad a deal. How about we go and check? And we asked, is it going to be the same as what you guys have? I said, yeah, it's going to be the same. I mean, it was spacious enough. So we said, let's give it a shot. And that was the beginning of home ownership for us. All right, where do we get money to buy this house? Cash money, 4.5 million shillings. We had a lot of faith that we were going to get this house. So where we were renting our house, we actually had signed off. And so we had a month to make sure that we buy this house cash. So I said, we have a loan here, we have a loan in this circle. How about we collapse this circle into one circle? And then my wife, since she works in a bank, she gets a facility. So we put together monies in one circle so that we have enough deposit to get a loan for the 4.5 million shillings. And that's exactly what we did. But time was running out. And I remember the person who was buying the house from telling us, guys, if by the end of this month you have not raised the 4.5 million shillings, the house goes to 6 million shillings. So we were to top up 1.5. So we had to, burn the midnight oil to make sure that we get the money by the time it was closing. And we didn't have a house because we have already signed off for the house we were living. It was actually a miracle that we made it. Social amenities and infrastructure was very key for us. Again, because of where we work. Of course, water was very key for us because we have small babies, so we needed somewhere where we have sufficient water that is flowing all the time. But even beyond that, security was very, very, very important. So for anyone who's looking for a house or to own a house, you need to plan very well. Don't be in a hurry to get a house because your friend has a house or because it's a rat race. No, get it at the right time. If you're able to get a loan and get cash and pay for that house, it works well. For those people who have an opportunity to have land, and if you have a good contractor, building is the way to go.
We have come to the end of the show for today. Before you do anything else, remember to download that app, Patahao. You never know, really. Hassle-free house hunting. That's all the time we had for you. Until next time, please keep talking to us on our social media handles and also follow me at Jamila Mbogwa. Asante sana.